I want to talk about supportive communities and how valuable they are. So, I am a member of various different online communities, some new, some older. One of the online communities I'm a member of grew up originally around the Big Chill Festival, which was a music festival in the UK, which doesn't even exist anymore and hasn't existed for a long time. Um, I guess it was mid 90s. It was mid 90s that I first started going to them. And me and my husband used to go together. And we met a vast community of people who love music, who made music, who were involved in the production of music. And those people are still there, and I still hang out with them online. And they are a really valuable source of advice and support, and we're all similar ages. We've been through similar life events. We've had children. Some of us are going through menopause, and we've known each other for 20 years. So they're just great people to have there to be able to talk to when I need people to talk to. And then there's another group of people that I know loosely through coaching and software development and agile. And they have similar career paths to me, and also vaguely similar ages, have had similar life journeys. I can talk to them about work, but I can also talk to them about all the various different things that happen in my life and in my head. They're a really sympathetic ear. They're sources of advice, but also just, people who will listen when I want to offload. And then there's another community I belong to that is women who work in tech, but specifically women who speak at conferences, most of them. That's where I met them. And again, similar ages, similar life experiences, similar challenges, particularly all working in tech and being in the public eye in tech, speaking at events. Quite a lot of people freelance. Again, specifically having that experience of not being male. I said women, actually, it's not specifically women, but it's other genders. And having that experience of being underrepresented genders in tech and in the public eye in tech, they're people who it's really great to have them there. And I just really appreciate having people who can support me and help me and who I can talk to. Sometimes people have in all of these communities have been able to throw work my way or have been able to give me advice in work. So the community that grew up around the Big Chill Festival, one person on there is a podcaster, and when I started my podcast, and she's a very, very good, experienced podcaster, much higher level than me, but she was able to give me great advice when I started my podcast. So yeah, I just want to say it's if you can find communities, and these days online communities, they're such great things to have. But also just a quick tip to real world communities. So the other day I ran out of HRT, and I know a bunch of women in Manchester, again similar ages, and one of them was able to, in fact two of them immediately were able to leap to my rescue. And a friend of mine recently needed help clearing a house out after her mum died, and I was able to be there for her. So it makes such a difference if you can find people, but these days it's a lot easier because you can do it online. Oh, and that reminds me of a song that me and my son and my husband are in a very small, very amateur band, and a song that my son is currently accompanying me on is "You've Got a Friend in Me," which is the theme tune for Toy Story. But it's a relevant song for this. I'm tempted to sing the first line. Okay, see if I can get away with this. "You've got a friend in me." There you go, that'll do.